So hello and welcome back. As you can see, I'm laid in bed. Now, this time yesterday we was waking up on a farm, on a vineyard in Blenheim. Now, we're at another location that is also a multi-million-pound establishment in the shape of a backpackers, of a hostel. There it is. Look at that. Get Doran balls on there, they're my favourite. But we arrived late last night. It was only 2 minutes down the road, but it took us 30 minutes to get here. Don't know what happened there. What we're doing today, well, we're kind of on his last leg of New Zealand, to be honest. We've kind of done his full loop round. Let's see if I can put that in, what we've done on the that little app that we've got. The car's up for sale. That's on Trade Me at the moment with a roof tent. So we kind of want to get that sold and then get across to Australia. So yeah, that's the main thing. We've got no plans to do anything going up the so Auckland from here is Auckland. I think it's still an 8-hour journey, 5-hour journey.
8, I thought earlier.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
Auckland. So from Wellington to Auckland is 7 hours and 43 minutes. So yeah, you're well over 8 hours. So I don't think we're not doing that in a one today, are we? I'm an electrician. Get me out of here. Right, welly bob. Look at it. Crazy pigeon lady. Oh, pull after you, lady.
Yeah, what level it was?
Level?
Yeah.
1. Because every parking space in New Zealand is a reserved parking space.
Oh, we need to pay anyway.
Ah shit, yeah, got to pay. I ain't got to pay for them. Stinks of weed. Right. So I think it's next one.
We're leaving now. It's going to be all parked in Bay 2. If you're not driving out, yeah, that's alright.
We're at $8.50.
Yeah, but there's a transaction charges, isn't
it? $8.50.
It's not too bad. I think it's $25 for 24 hours or something.
This is Reg. This is Rego.
We're in Bay 2, it says.
How does it know?
I don't know, it's detected it.
Bay
Not on
2?
that level,
No. Either that or it's stolen. It's like... It's gone. Right. Gotta be here, I think. It's gotta be here, and it's not. I'm sure. Could be down here. Oh, we must have come out on a different street. Bloody hell, she was in there for a second. Yeah, she did. She was going to jump off it and then realised it weren't high enough. Reserved, 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 reserved. Not these bad boys though. Right, question is, was it locked? Yes.
Have you kept awake all night because of that?
No, I forgot, to be fair, but look where I parked, so you couldn't even steal anything if you wanted to. Imagine if that had gone through glass. Doesn't it? Smell like, would it?
Smells gross.
Ooh, I hit that bastard. car. Cheers, biggies. Thanks. I bet there's a number here for a body shop.
Because everyone's great.
Living out your car is it's very limited as to what you can buy in it. You need the noodles off the pot. You need indicators on you. Yeah, look, potters. I can't wait to just be in a house and just like make meals, decent meals. Yeah, I think that's the main thing I miss travelling, is just having something fucking decent to eat.
6 months left. These, that's what we have. These.
They'll do.
Chicken or
Beef.
beef?
What about these bad boys?
Oh yeah.
Jesus. It's basically
cheap.
like
Which
flavoured
one's
plastic.
then? Well, it's got to be done at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
What
Appreciate
flavour?
that.
Beef?
Yeah, there's beefies.
That's all we've got for tea then. Which one?
Oh, they're
Just a couple of
85.
these again.
We want 2 of the 140s, don't we? Or 120s. There you go.
They're $3.99. We've had them before.
12 packs, they're $3.50. Look.
Do you think we need 12 packs?
Well, it's 6 each. It's 2 a day for 3 days.
Yeah, we don't need that.
So I always think chocolate's cheap. Salt and vinegar. We could live off chocolate. Can't
What
you?
said about willpower?
Can't you? Right, let's get out of here. Oh, what water?
Do you want to?
Well, we'll we'll just pick up some. That's it then.
Yeah?
Yeah. So that's shopping done.
Not too bad actually. Not very expensive.
No, bit of bread, bit of meat, bit of water. Water! Yeah, be nice to have a proper meal one day, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You just got a food full of cupboard.
Need like an Airbnb
See.
for a few nights.
You just got a cupboard full of food, and then you can just like enjoy yourself.
Cook from scratch.
Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad if you could go, right, let's go eat in there this morning. Right, let's go to bloody chip shop for. But you just couldn't afford to do it, could you?
No. Well, you probably could, but
Yeah, you could, but
fancy it.
yeah. I mean, we can. Can we just start from Yorkshire, aren't we?
What flavour is it?
John Smith's flavour.
Bosenberry. Hokey pokey.
What? The Okie Pokey?
No.
Right, breakfast sorted. We got the ferry from Picton to Wellington last night. We checked into his little hotel backpackers. And then we hit the road this morning, and we've just stopped off at Whitby. So yeah, just having some breakfast and a bit of a fuel stop. And then we're going to head up north, just keep going. So probably just see how far we can drive to today or tonight. Could do it in a wanna. I don't know if there's anything. I mean, you could spend the next year here and keep doing stuff, couldn't you? That's the other thing.
That's stuff that we want to probably do, but we still won't.
Yeah. We'll have to save that for when we live here. We can do it all. Yeah. So the weather is shining. The main thing for us now is flogging the old motor. So once we get the car sorted and get that sold, we need to reduce his bags, find out what we want to travel with and find out what we don't. Get rid of that and then keep moving, baby. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited.
Just need to flog Cario.
I know. We'll do it. Sure. drove about 100 hours from Picton. So we're stopping off here and then we're going to make us way to Auckland tomorrow. Get this car sold. Hopefully get a good price for it and then we can get into Australia. Yeah. So it's the day after the night before. We've just stayed in Hamilton. We're just doing a bit of washing today. We need to clean the car and take some better pictures because it's on Trade Me at the moment, but I don't think the pictures are that great and it's just not catching people's eye. It's another wash car day. It's going to be hot today, but it's a Sunday. Wash the car, and then I need to go around some garages and try and sell this car. But if it's the right price on Trade Me, it should sell. So rather than give 12 grand to a garage, I might as well offer it to 12 grand to someone privately. So we're gonna polish it up, take some better pictures, and yes, see what happens. It takes coins. I don't know if you're what? I've not seen it yet, but the others were I hadn't seen it at that time. Just give me $2. Good, yeah. So yeah, tails and free, so go for it. So that's it. She's had a good bath. Right, and what I've noticed across the road, that was expensive, that one. Didn't give you no time at all really to $8 we put in that.
£4.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but
Cost a tenner at home.
still expensive. Well yeah, tenner, but you get to sit in your car and do no where you have to graft. These will be better in UK. That'll outsource all the that'll solve his migrant problem, I tell you. Right,
Here are the stations for.
I'm just going to pull up here and I've noticed motor vehicle people. Let's go in and talk to him, shall we?
Ask if he's got a toilet. I won't do that.
Is it toilet line?
Yeah.
Parking, 120 minutes.
Someday they remember. So
Sunday.
right. To tidy
Should we go see him? This is like kind of going to see if we can. Oh, motor vehicle people. Cars under 14,995. That's exactly this.
That's what we want though.
Just under.
We
Mint.
want 14,995.
Yeah, right, let's go see him. Well, that was a kick in the teeth, weren't it? One guy got giddy, the other one didn't. The one that didn't said 8. So there you go. One of them will prep to come over, and the other one will like, nah, his boss will only pay 8 for that. So there you go. No. 8, cheeky bastard. Right, good morning. So I was up and down. Slept in Rugby Club car park last night. On his way up to Auckland. So just a big push now to get rid of this car. So polished it yesterday in bloody car park with ducks. Get a good clean. That guy yesterday offered us 8 grand, the bloody pisshead. I'll find it. Right, see what today brings. Well noisy here. Good job I didn't want to do a YouTube video, innit? Well, we're halfway up now. My phone's getting full. That means it hasn't been synced. But yeah, we're nearly in Auckland. We've got 2 nights in the motel. We need to square this car up. And then we can get it, we can flog it. Can't believe that guy yesterday, cheeky get. But we'll see. They might all say the same thing. I hope not. Right, let's get this walk done and we'll get back. That noise is created by what seems to be an invisible bug. Because I can't see anything. I can hear it, just can't see it. You making all the noise, is it? Go on then, off you go. Whoop, I'll be back. Battery just went flat. Not having much luck. My phone's full of memory as well. Memory's full on my phone. What's going off? Yes, so we paid 14 grand for the car, and people are offering us like say 7 or 8 grand. That's dealers. We've put it on Trade Me, which is like the equivalent to the UK eBay or whatever. We've put it on there, but not really had any takers on it. There was a guy that messaged interested in it and then said how big's the roof tent, and the roof tent wasn't big enough and he didn't want the car, so he was solely buying that car on whether the roof tent was big enough or not. So what I've done is I've put the roof tent on separately. So I've put the roof tent on at $1,100, which we paid 14 for it. So if we just lose $300, then we've done all right out of that. But the car, I don't know, like I don't know what to do. So it's up for $14,000 with the roof tent. Is it 13? No, 13,995. Yeah, so 14,000. With the roof tent. So I'm going to get the roof tent off if someone buys it, and then sell it without, and see what happens. But we've just got to lay low in this little motel for a few days, and see what we can sell. We need to reduce all those bags, so we can travel as light as possible. So that's his next challenge. Well, that's his challenge as well as. So right, we're going to do that now. And then send that bag off back to England with all the stuff in that we don't need. So walking boots, jumpers, stuff, all that kind of stuff. So yes. Oh, right, we're back. We're back, and how many business cards have we got? It's been stressful. So basically the car's not worth what we paid for it, which is a given. Oh. Where did we go? First place we went, where was the first one? Went to Turner's, didn't we, to start with? That was before here, wasn't it? Yeah. Turner's, they were 7 grand. Went to first place NZC. And what were they? Is that our man? Yeah. Green Lane. Bruce, yes. Went to speak to Bruce. He said 8 grand on the dot. We went to Shirley Motors on Great South Road. He said 5 grand. What a fucking knobhead he was. City Motor Group, they don't buy cars, but I'm absolutely zonked now. Other thing I can think to do is just reduce it on Trade Me, and see if we get any bikes over tonight. But before I do this, I've got to have my tea first. Reduce it and see what happens. So the ideal situation is to sell the tent and then sell the car, because the car and the tent as a combo are just not worth dick. So yeah, suddenly no one's arriving in New Zealand anymore. Oh. Yeah. Stressed. So So the story so far then, New Zealand, what do we think? Don't think the north's as good as the south, put that straight out there. I think their houses are crap, made out of chuffing tin sheds, and even ones that are not built out of tin sheds, just looks like a road on Sims or something like that. I quite like a nice council house. No, I like a nice country home, and some of these houses are just not homely whatsoever. But yeah, roads are looked after, roads are clean. I think it's a bit scruffier at North Island, but we're not done too bad.
Siphon water.
Yeah, people get bogans turn up, but no, it's not been too bad. Quite enjoyed it. Knackered, drained it out of me. It's hard. It's hard buying a cat. It's even hard selling one, especially when no one wants it. Right, come on, let's get it sold. So I've separated the car and the roof tent. I had loads of interest in the roof tent. I've put it up for 1100, and I thought, oh, I'll reduce it. Paid 1450 for it. It was on for 1100, and I thought I'll reduce it to 995. People message me, will you take 500, will you take 600? Don't really reply to that. There's a guy there, he's come straight forward, rang me up, saw it on Facebook Marketplace and texted me, and in the meantime he found my number on Trade Me, which is like the eBay, and he rang me up, and he says, I definitely want it, I'll come get it, and he's paid for it through Trade Me, which is a bit of a shitter because he's paid using Ping, I think it's called, and it's a bit like our UK eBay. So because he's pressed buy it now, he's paid for it. Ping have took $25 off, so that leaves me with 975 or 970, and then Trade Me want a fee for selling it. So it was free to list it, but they want a fee then to sell it. So I'm left with another $73 to bloody sell it. So by the time I've put it on for 995, I walk away with like 890 or something like that. So I've lost $100 just selling it. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass. And then it pays it into a Ping bank account, which I need to transfer to a UK account, which would probably get stung even more. So it's not a good. So when he gets here, I don't want to put him off by saying, look, you've fucked up. If you'd have just bought it through Facebook and turned up, you could have given me cash and I could have knocked him $50 off and we were both quids in. Right, so I'm just going to open the tent up now, just air it out a little bit, take his sleeping bags out. We've reduced all his weight, which is here. So that there is going back to the UK, this bag. So just been on NZ Post, and they want like $200 to ship that to the UK. But it's got our walking boots in there, it's got jumpers, it's got jeans, it's got everything that we've used here in New Zealand that we didn't want in Asia. So here she is. Bless her, she's done us good. Maybe not as worth as much as we thought second hand. Just trying his best to sell it privately. But can't complain. It's cost us a little bit of money. Probably didn't get as much back, or we're not going to get as much back as what I thought, but it's been good. Can't complain. And let's face it, in 10 years time we're not going to know how much it cost us anyway, so but we'll take back the memories with us. Alright, here's the tent popping up. So the chap's coming for that later on today, but we just need to get it unbolted and get it off. Yeah, right, let's get this bedding out. Feels quite sad, but it has been a decent tent. You know, once I get settled and everything else, I think I would definitely have one of these set up on an estate car, just so you could go out on weekends and stuff. So you could do Friday, Saturday nights in one of these and head back home wherever we plan on settling. It's been great, I think. Just have a box of stuff with all your camping gear in, just throw it in, throw some clothes in, throw the dog in, whatever, and just go off on a weekend. I think this is yeah, it's been mint. So yeah, get this sold. Hopefully get over 10 grand for the car, which is only 4.5 grand English. Hopefully we get that. This is a bit more beer money. We can keep travelling a little bit further. All the money back in the pot. And eventually we'll have to go back to work. I don't know when. Don't know what I want to do. It'd be nice to carry on doing this full time, but I mean, to be honest, I'm not really earned out from it just yet. Nice to keep travelling. Don't really want to go back to his 9 to 5. I might have to do, but see what the future holds. I managed to do it on my own. Just pull it down. But it don't pull it down straight, but it's done it. Yeah, it's good. It's good to go. So he should be here shortly. So there you go. Roof tent's gone. He was a good lad, to be fair. Like I say, didn't get what I wanted for it, but these things happen. You were a good lad, so I don't mind helping the community. I can state that though. Absolutely disgusting. It's going to thunderstorm shortly, so just gonna have to hide away. That should do most of the cleaning, but I think tomorrow I just have to take some fresh pictures now without the roof tent on it and see what comes of it. Reduce it again, and we've got until Friday. Shit. So yeah, the cars are the next thing on the go. I think this was a good way to travel New Zealand. It's better than a rental car. It's stress-free. It's your own car. Yeah, you might lose a little bit of money at the end of it, but you ain't got to worry about the mileage, you ain't got to worry about dinting it, you ain't got to worry about the damage, and you can just get in it and go. And a lot of stuff these days, as long as it's been looked after and serviced, it will get you around New Zealand. It's only if you're buying cars that are cheap and scrappers, that's when you're going to have problems with. So if you can pick up a cheap car for like 5,000 or 6,000, a wagon that's had decent service history or a decent owner, you know that that car is going to get you from top to bottom. And then just to put a roof tent on for like 1,400 bucks, I think it's a pretty good setup. I know there's a lot of vans and stuff out there, but the problem is with the vans, I think the vans are like 20-30 years old. Yeah, they've got all the cooking equipment on, but the vans themselves are knackered, which you can slog it around there. They're not particularly fast things, but you could just limp around, whereas this was kind of, it had cruise control, it had aircon, so and it was a nice car to drive. So we've kind of done it in comfort, and then on the night time we can kind of just pop the tent up and sleep in it. So yeah, when it rained you kind of didn't have the shelter from the rain or from the weather, so that was hard. I mean, we did set up the camper, we did set up the mattress in the back of the car just so we didn't have to fold it down the next morning, because that was the only other side. When you woke up and it was quite cold on a night time, it did kind of sweat, so it kind of condensed inside, so you just had to wipe it down. But that was the only bad thing really about the roof tent. But no, I think on a whole, I think it was a good way to travel. Like I say, you could have had the van, but then the problem is with a van, not only are they slow, no aircon usually, shake, rattle and roll. The security side of things as well, I think the security in the North Island has definitely dropped off, and that was a case of like worrying, leaving your car or your van with your bags on show. It was easy for people just to pop the windows and then just take your luggage, which was kind of self-conscious about. I don't know if that's just because I'm from England, but yeah, I don't know, like, it's a security point of view from the car. You kind of had your bags hidden, you had the comfort of driving a car and cruise control, aircon and all that. So yeah, there's pros and cons to buying a car against a van, and then the vans can be expensive as well, but possibly easier to sell, I don't know. But like say you look through Facebook Marketplace and there's loads and loads of vans for sale, so, but they all sell them on kind of what equipment comes with them. But like say the engines and gearboxes might have done like 300,000-400,000, so I don't know, there's a risk there. So I know the van that I had when I came 14 years ago, the gearbox went on it, but I didn't pay a lot for it. I only paid $2,500 for it, and I think I got 500, so it cost me $2,000 to drive around New Zealand the first time, which is about £1,000. It's nothing. So £1,000 within 7 or 8 months, it's not a lot of money. So yeah, it's definitely better than renting. So there you go. But yeah, I don't know, if you're a car person, you kind of get attached to cars. I certainly do. Always sad when I let go of a car, because I always think it becomes part of you. It becomes a decent tool. So yeah, I will be sad to see it go. But we're on now to his next adventure. So Australia, we're going to do a road trip, and then into Asia. So get ready for that one, because I don't know, I've never been to Asia. Passed through it once and I kind of lost my bag, but I've never really been through it. Should be exciting. So yeah, so thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you on the next video. Ta-ra. Oh, fingers crossed. Comes back and it's good news. It's gotta be. Gotta be good news.